Here we go. And that'll wrap this up. And the better team, say what you want, um, didn't. The better team won tonight, I guess. I guess that's what you got to say. You got to tip your cap to Notre Dame. My man Gorky is not doing well right now. Antonio, I it's amazing, we got all these guys, they get these ratings, right? Gorky's going to jump on now. I said I would do a post game, so I'm doing it. But if you watched, as you know, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, Allah was a 4 star guy, and he played like a fucking 1 star. And this kid, Riley Leonard, who's not a thrower, who's not a great quarterback, who's not going to play on Sundays, was the better quarterback tonight. Especially in the first half, when that score should have been 24 nothing, probably going into the half. When it was only 10 nothing going into the half, or 10-3 when they gave up a field goal, you knew it was a problem. I knew it was a problem. You can't let teams hang around. They let them hang around the first half when they should have got blown out. Look, it's not to blame. No damn play great. Good. I'm glad they won. Good. I'm not going to blame Franklin on this. It's defense played their heart out. Coaching's an issue. Always has been. Franklin, yeah, Dave E.T., good. I'm glad, buddy. Notre Dame won. There's penalties there that, quite honestly, they look. The rule book says they're pass interferences, but you know what? He was thrown into triple coverage all night. I'll say this. Yes, Allard looked terrible. He was the 4 star guy. Riley Leonard, not the great quarterback. He's not. He outplayed Allard the whole way. And they deserve to go on. Penn State does not deserve to go on. My man Gorky said that he's going to set himself on fire. I hope he doesn't. So he might not be joining us. He's all right. But I gave my word I would go out post game. And you know what? When you play a fourth quarter like that, and Drew Allaw shows body language like that, he looks like he's going to cry on the sideline. Listen, I thought of one thing. I thought of Bill Belichick, Antonio. Antonio's in the house, ABT. I thought of Bill Belichick on that sideline when I was watching Drew Alla, the Penn State quarterback right now. And I was watching him look like he's going to cry. Now, I know people could say he's 19, he's 20, he's 21. Guess what? I can't picture somebody standing next to Bill Belichick as he's getting ready to lose a championship game or go to the championship game looking like he's going to cry and him not reacting because he's been around men his whole life in the NFL in a way where, I mean, this Drew Allo, I mean, because we're going to break down an hysterical cry. So again, we talk about all these fought, and I don't know if my man Gorky's going to show up here or not, but I got him. You know, he takes it hard. He loved Penn State tonight. I liked Penn State tonight. I thought they were the better team going in athletically across the board. I think Notre Dame plays a weak schedule, but you know what? They're moving on, and Penn State's going home again. Congratulations to Notre Dame. But we got to go over. No, I got the James Franklin thing. What about Drew Allaw all night? This guy should have had 2 pick sixes that he could have thrown early in that game. He was terrible all night. He was thrown into triple coverage all night. He had Tyler Warren open on so many shots. But you know what? You leave a team around long enough. You know this. You let a team hang around long enough, and they let them hang around in the first half when they should have blew their doors off. They were getting. They should have ran the ball down their throat. That's where I think coaching comes into play. They were dominating that line of scrimmage, but you let them hang around. And what happens is what happens. And tip your cap to Notre Dame. They're going on. And Drew Allard is going to cry on that plane like a little girl. His body language is terrible. And I'm telling you, a single game could either help you or hurt you. But this was really, I wish Chris would have came on and we'll get him next week. He's bugging out right now. He texted me. He said if they blow this game, Baywatch him, my man. Chris texted me. He said if they blow this game, he's gonna set himself. He's crazy. I love him. But this is what happens, and Chris knows this, Toe, you know this in scouting. We're coming out of college, working with Rivals.com, like Chris does. You get these 3 stars, 4 stars. That's how they rate players coming out of high school. Outlaws a 4-star player across the board coming out, right? I think he was 4 or 5 star. A big, highly rated quarterback out of state Ohio. And the kid Riley Leonard, who was not a 2 star or 3 star, when it mattered, outplayed the big strapping kid. He made the right decision, stay at school. But I'm gonna tell you, you play like that. He looked like Christian Hackenberg. If anybody watched Penn State over the years, he reminded me of Christian Hackenberg, especially when it counted. But you know what? We can go back and forth. PSU should have did this, did that. The better team, Davy T. Congratulations to you, Timmy Irish, if you're watching. Notre Dame's moving on, and James Franklin, a la, I don't want to say Mike Tomlin. Here we go. But tonight, I don't know if it's so much on Franklin as to Drew Alla and Notre Dame just fighting, 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 sticking around in the first half when they should have went to that half down 24-3, 17-3, and sticking around and playing a 60-minute game, not a 55-minute game. That's why you play for 60 minutes. Who am I? That's just my opinion. But play Colonel Harbaugh. Davy T, big game. Listen, I can't stomach Ohio State, Texas. You're my guy. Next week I'm riding with you, bud. But we had to do. Let's hope Gorky is all right. He's not happy. Davey T, we got the sideline scout with us tonight. Antonio even came in. He's disgusted. But William Brooklyn, what's happening, brother? So we just doing a post game wrap up for Penn State and Notre Dame. It was a great game. It was exciting. Uh, but what bothers me from the coach or just the guy being around the game, Antonio will tell you this, Chris Davey, anybody who's been around the game. I didn't like watching that kid. He's not a kid. He's a man. He's 20 years old. The body language, like he's gonna like hold the coach. He's gonna cry. Listen, come on, man. Come on. Stop. Matty boy, what's happening? But you guys know this. You let a team hang around long enough, they'll start to believe they can beat you. And that's what happens. The first half, Notre Dame's totally outplayed, up and down. But the score is 10-3. You give them a field goal at the end, or they gain a field goal. And then they can believe. And what happens is you go up, then you go up. You wind up going up 24-17. You give the touchdown right back. You throw an interception, and the team believes. And they believed, and they believed, and what happens? They're moving on, and you're going home with your 5-star quarterback. And the kid that wasn't thought of as a thrower, and he's not, but he's a winner. And that's Riley Leonard, and he won tonight. And that's the bottom line, because Craig Gatto said so. Guys, it's late. I love you guys. I told you I was coming back. Let's shout out Timmy Irish. Absolutely, Timmy, I'm glad you came, but I'm tipping my cap. But Timmy, as you know, I said this. You let a team stick around long enough, Baywatcher. Be good, my brother. I hope to see you around. Timmy, you let a team hang around long enough, and they'll believe they can beat you. And that's what happened here. And the Irish stuck it in their ass at the end, no pun intended, and that's what happened. And you know what? They're moving on, and that's the bottom line. And that 5-star kid, Allah, played like chicken shit. And that's what he played like. And give the kid Riley Leonard, who's not a thrower. He's a running quarterback. It's what he is. He's not going to be playing on Sundays, but he won the biggest game, and he beat the guy that he's not supposed to beat. And you got to tip your cap to Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, probably their biggest win in 50 years. And they're moving on. And next week they have a shot to win the national championship. Good for them. Davey T, enjoy the win. Next Tuesday, I think we go. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Gorky is not doing well, I'm sure. Uh, let's hope Chris is all right. Let's hope Chris is all right. But we just wanted to, hey, I said we were coming back post game, and we back post game. You guys be good. We got Danji and Cola tomorrow. I'll try to get him. I'm not sure the time. It'll be in the afternoon sometime. I'm not sure when. Or Davey T, Matty Boy, Timmy Irish, Baywatcher, and probably Antonio. Thanks for popping in. Uh, you guys be well, and I'll see you boys tomorrow. Fighting Irish, you did it. Penn State's going home. Good night, guys. Always a pleasure. You know that. Be well. Good night.